Divine Connection Marketing is a 500 Fortune company that can always connect you to the right connection. Check them out.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Well, great day, and a welcome to Divine Connections Show. I am your host, Deloris Williams, and we are so excited that you are here today sharing this time with us. We have great information, so definitely stay tuned. We have a special guest, so definitely want you to meet her. Again, Divine Connection is a magazine that is faith-based and inspirational. It comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, vendors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. We are here to spread your good news. So we want to share with you just different platforms we use to get the word out. Right here is our platform we use on Wednesdays to do interviews between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., sharing with you individuals in the community who are making it happen. And then we, of course, have the magazine that comes out quarterly. Ads runs for 3 months. So if you want to advertise your business or your ministry in the magazine, we have one more for the year. So you definitely want to get your business or ministry in. You can just text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. And then we also do events throughout the year. So we do two, one in March, which is my anniversary. And then we do one in October. We have an event coming up, which is right around the corner, Saturday, October 15th. And we're going to have praise dance groups, mimes, vendors, and youth vendors. We have over 30 vendors and about 10 different various ministries of praise dance, mimes, mini fashion show. And so we want you to come out. That's going to be at the Mebane Arts Center in Mebane, North Carolina. And tickets are only $5. Or if you want to send a donation, you can do that as well to support this effort. I am greatly excited about this event that's coming up, to see not only our adults, but our young people being entrepreneurs and participating in the praise dance and the mime dance as well. So listen, if you're in the North Carolina area, come on out, support, bring your church, bring your family, bring your friends. We look forward to seeing you there. And you guys, you can also go ahead and download the app. We're working on different things. So go ahead, go to your Play Store and type in Divine, Divine, Connections with an S, and magazine. So have those 3 separate words and download the app, and then go ahead and set your profile up. We are making things happen, so I'm excited about it. All right. So definitely stay tuned, and we're going to go to our sponsors, and we will be right back with more information. Hold tight.
To love is to protect. The ones you love, with whom you laugh every morning, who are there to listen to you and wipe your tears in the most difficult moments, are your companions forever. The reason to live harder every day. Have you thought about how to protect them and protect yourself when one is missing? We know the most important thing is your family's peace of mind, so you and your family can dedicate this time to honor and celebrate the life of your loved one. Over the last 70 years, we have been there. Our funeral assistance plans can protect up to 7 people, regardless of your relationship, in a safe and affordable way. Our services include funeral services in the coverage areas, transfer of the deceased to a local funeral home, cemetery, or crematorium within the United States, transfer of the deceased to the country of origin in the coverage area, airline ticket for the plan holder to attend the service of his or her loved one, protecting your family with a beautiful gesture of love.
Awesome, awesome. Take that information into consideration. So let's talk about how do you stay connected with Divine Connection. You can subscribe to our website, email. Go to our website and join our email list at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. And then we have our Facebook page, which is Divine Connections Marketing. And then our Instagram is at Divine Connections. That's one word. Follow us on Instagram. And then we have our YouTube channel as well, The Divine Connections. And make sure you subscribe and click that notification button so you know when we're on, when we're having events, when we have interviews, and then what is going on with Divine Connections. So again, we have opportunities for you to advertise in our magazine. Of course, attend events as well. So if you would like more information about being a guest on the show or advertising in the magazine, text 336-338-8903. Also, or you can email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com if you have any questions. If you have not done so, go ahead and order your copy of Divine Connections Magazine. It is here. A lot of resources and connections are in this magazine. So you want to make sure that you are getting your copy. We have in the SIMP Christians in the Marketplace conference coming up in November, which is really, really, really good. And then we have a lot of resources and connections. So go ahead to the website and order your copy. It can be digital or hard copy, and get your copy and spread the good news. Okay. We would love for you to do that. If you would like to be a sponsor on the show, we have 30-second spots available. It will run for 3 months. So if you have a 30-second video, right, that's already created, and we can include it in our broadcast, upon approval, we can do so. It's 3-month agreement, and it's only $150, and it will cover 3 months. So people will see who you are and what you do, and then if they're interested, they will contact you. So we are looking for sponsors if you would like to be a sponsor and share your information with the masses here. Also, we do 30-second and 60-second commercials. So if you need one created for your business, for your ministry, for your book, or your gospel group, or your event, make sure you email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. I'm also grateful for my book is out. It is called The Key Connector, How to Build an Empire Helping People. So if you would like to order a book, you can do so. It's on Amazon, or you can go to the link below and I can send you a signed copy. I sent some off today, which is exciting. And also it's going to be at the event. So if you come to the event, I will have some there as well. And also it is in the Ben Boyce Restaurant Next Chapter's bookstore in Greensboro, North Carolina, in the bookstore. So if you're stopped by there, get something to eat, go check out the bookstore. We have the book as well as the journal there as well. So definitely go check it out and support that restaurant there as well. And my journal is Making It Happen. You are a divine connection. All right. So make sure you write down your goals, your desires, and then look back at what God has done for you and help you accomplish as well. We also have our store that is open now. So you can go to bit.ly/Divine Connection Store. We have T-shirts and hoodies and jackets and pillows and socks and different things in the store. So go check it out and get you some Divine Connection apparel, because you are a divine connection. All right. Also, with the event coming up, tickets are only $5. You can go to bit.ly/Deloris October 15th. Tickets are only $5. If you want to get a ticket for someone else that maybe can't afford it, you can do that as well, or donate. All right. But we would love to see you there in person so you can help support these vendors and these ministries. Again, that's October the 15th from 11:30 to 3:30 at the Mebane Art Center in Mebane, North Carolina, which is really, really right beside Burlington. Okay. All right. So we also blessed to be nominated for Media Publication of the Year. All right, so go and vote, you guys. We have to October 27th. It's unlimited. You can go straight to that category, vote Media Publication of the Year, click on Divine Connections, submit, and you can do it over and over again. All right, as many times as you can. So that's the DunamisGospelAwards.org. All right, so I'm grateful to be nominated for that as well. And so, again, don't forget to go to your Play Store and download Divine Connections Magazine app. Okay, just type in Divine Connections Magazine, DIVINE, Connections with an S, Magazine. All right, you'll see my logo, and we are on and popping. All right, so that is the news for today. And I want to share with you a very, very interesting young lady that has some great information to share with you today. So Miss Eileen is in the house. So we're going to bring her on in. Great day. Great day.
How are you doing?
I am well. How are you?
I am awesome. I am awesome. I loved everything you said. I was taking notes. And I didn't realize you could vote unlimited times.
Yeah.
I was thinking along the lines of the regular election. So I would, I'll go back in this evening and make sure we stack the numbers in your favor.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Slide over to the other way. Yeah, right there is excellent. 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 I'm glad to have you on today. So share with us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Eileen Marcial. I live in Somerset, New Jersey right now, but I grew up in Hempstead, Long Island, which is right outside of Queens. I went to the University of Virginia, and some people go for their MRS. I just went for my regular old Bachelor of Arts. But I ended up with a husband. Go figure. So it's all cool. We've been together for 41 years. I have 2 beautiful daughters, one amazing granddaughter who is 7 months and 17 days old today. But who's counting, right?
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, happy birthday to the baby.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's my heart, or one of them. And about my business, what I am is I like to be a difference maker. Right. So I've been with Legal Shield for 21 years, but 9 years ago, I realized that most people were not getting their wills done. And that was part of the package we offered. Yeah. And I was trying to figure out why. I saw too many people leave without having their stuff in place.
That's right.
And so I prayed and I said, okay, Lord, what am I supposed to do to make this happen? And the answer was show them how. And that's how Wills and More was born. Actually, the name came directly from, it was a divine connection.
Yes, for
sure. It was like, okay, no, call it Wills and More. And it's simple because through Legal Shield, you get your will and so much more. So the name just made sense. So at first I was just doing it, but now it's a ministry, now it's a passion. Since the pandemic, we've assisted on over 330 love letter will packages.
Wow.
Yes. And I'm so overjoyed because before that we had done maybe 100, 150. Our goal by the end of the year is to hit that 500 mark.
Awesome.
And so one of our main goals on our team and our brand, which is Wills and More, is to move the number, not just in the minority community, but all communities. It's at a little less than 30% or close to 30% in some areas. We need to move that number from that low, 27 to 30%, to 50%, one family at a time. So then my rallying cry comes in. Collaboration is the new currency.
Yes.
The only way we're going to be able to make that difference, to make sure that the currency stays in your legacy, in your pocket, your family's pocket, is to make sure we're leaving legacies and not mysteries. And one of the steps to do that is to put it in writing.
That's right.
One of my very best friends is a funeral director in Cincinnati, Ohio. And he said, if you only knew how many fistfights break out in my funeral home because nobody knew what mama or daddy wanted. Right? And so we believe that if you put it in writing, that you can stop the fighting. And so over the 330 wills, living wills, medical power of attorney, financial power of attorney, and minus trust that we've done since the pandemic, I think only one person out of all of them had to really go to surrogates court. So we have a pretty good track record, family. People don't die when they get their wills done from Wills and More. Okay. And we make it fun. I like to simplify the process. And so I've taken great pride in doing what I call a love letter will seminar. And for the month of August, I did about 20 of them. But the main thing is that when you come to a Wills and More love letter seminar, it's not a sales pitch. It's for the education, for you to have the peace of mind, as well as the confidence that you're not leaving everything you know and love to an uncertain future. Far too often, we just take for granted that the state's going to handle it, the courts are going to handle it. But we're business owners. That's what this is about, right? Each one of our businesses is a masterpiece. Why are we selling ourselves short and acting like cheap imitations? What we need to do is to make sure that our business doesn't die with us, that it goes in as part of our legacy. So one of the things I really have been pushing forward mostly since August is that we need to take ownership of how we want things handled. Right? We have our financial estate, we have our real estate, we have our pets. I got 2 dogs. We have our family. We have our businesses, right? So now why would we leave them to an uncertain future by not having things in place? And most often people won't do it because they think it's going to cost too much. They think if they do it, they're going to die. But my friend JC said something about that. I hope I don't offend anyone when I say this, but he said that, well, the way I see it is that people don't die when they say the word sex. No, people don't get pregnant when they say the word sex. So you don't die when you say the word death. So why do we have this fearmonger approach to this? This is a love letter, family. People need to know that you know, loved, and trust them enough to leave stuff in place. One more thing on wills, living wills and medical power of attorney is guardianship. It is so important to have that love letter in place because once again, if we don't have this conversation with our loved ones, our elders, grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle, mom, dad, if we don't have the conversation, the courts are going to decide who's going to take care of them. When they had the opportunity to not have that uncertainty befall them. Because far too often, the courts don't know who needs to be taking care of them. Right? They're going to pick the person who lives closest to them. That could very well be crackhead Uncle Bobby who don't like grandma. We don't want grandma in those hands. And the only way to make sure we safeguard grandma and our elders is to make sure that we have these love letters in place. And that's what we do. But guess what? The other thing people don't are like, oh no, it's going to cost too much. And yeah, it can cost a lot, right? But not when you go through wills and more. You have a package that includes the will, healthcare power of attorney, financial power of attorney, and minor's trusts for $359 one time. Or if that's too steep for your budget right now, and you need to get this love letter written, let's do it for $29.95 a month. And that's not just your will, it's your significant other and your children between the ages of 18 and 26. How powerful is that to know that your family's legacy isn't going to be a mystery for less than $1 a day? So I'm passionate about it. I make it fun. I'm a closet Tigger. Everything's fun to me in my world. If probably in the background, the Tigger is hanging out back there somewhere. But I love what we do, and it's a matter of making that difference. Another thing that's huge in our communities is that we're losing our homes. We're losing our homes to probate. We're losing our homes because nobody knew what was supposed to happen to that house.
Right.
We're losing our homes because we didn't realize that if you get sick and you end up in a nursing home, there's a 5-year look back and they want your house. Right? So I'm not an attorney. I don't pretend to be one on TV. But what I do know is enough to make sure that we get these documents completed. I fill out a form with you, we get it to the law firm, and you have your documents. Most importantly, you're able to speak with an attorney that can advise you accordingly because each state has different rules. What you have to do to keep your house and your family as part of your legacy.
That's good.
And that's something that we're going to start doing workshops on. I'm going to be passionate about that. But another passion of mine, besides my granddaughter, is small business owners. The pandemic just had so many businesses just blossom, all virtual in nature, just doing the doggone thing. often we just sign contracts or we say it looks good, we're going to sign it, or let's run this by Google.
Mm-hmm.
Business owners, please understand Google is not your friend unless you want to know about music, you want to know what killed Coolio, you want to know news, something like that. But you
Right.
don't need to trust your business answers to them.
Mm-hmm.
So we have what's called a crown jewel package, which protects your family, that includes your legacy, and up to 5 EIN numbers. So I'm going to tell you why this is important. Our sweet spot is real estate investors. But this is anybody just getting ready to jump into a franchise situation, getting ready to start something, lease, commercial leases. These are contracts that have big ramifications if you do not have them read properly. So I'm looking at the time. Do I have a couple more minutes to share a couple of horror stories?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. First horror story. This was fresh off the presses. Young lady called me on Friday. She had gotten involved with a guy that said he was a franchise. He wasn't registered with FTC. He was kind of like a quasi franchise. So he owned 51%, she owned 49%, and they were doing good, but he wanted more. So what he did was he decided he's going to sell this trademark out from under, and she lost her 49%.
Oh, wow.
So she like picked up the pieces, she's former military, and she was not going out like that. So she said, okay, I'm going to start my own. And she did, and she was flourishing. Friday, she realizes that this dude has hacked into her new business and has diverted all of her accounts receivable to someplace else, closed all of her accounts, and just wreaked havoc. Not to mention the slander that he's been putting up on social media. So the cautionary tale is don't let this be you. Now, if you are going to get involved with something that sounds or looks good, no matter if it's on an infomercial, if it's on Insomniac TV, or if it's on Clubhouse, don't sign anything until you've had it read. We're talking $14.95 a month to have 4 business contracts reviewed up to 25 pages. A bad attorney is going to charge you $250, and it's going to take him longer than an hour to read it. So to me, it's worth the price of admission to make sure you protect both sides of your house. The other horror story is a young couple, real estate investors. They were looking to do big deals. They were so excited about what they were going to do. Oh my gosh, they're like, yay! Right? And so they heard about this company that was going to help them do big deals. They had to get a website. The website was $5,000. $100 a month to upkeep. And they didn't even need it because they had not done one deal. And then the training and advice and counseling and mentoring, another $32,000. Still no deal made. So I get the call 9 months later that, oh my God, they took our money. What can we do to get it back? I said, how long ago was this? It was 9 months ago. I said, did you have the contract reviewed? It was before we knew you. Whether you know me or not, you know me now. It's so important. I care about our businesses because we are the backbone of this country. Big business is one thing. Big business is one thing. What we do on the daily provides services and provides jobs to folks that normally may not get into the corporate America scene. So we need to support and protect each other's businesses. And that's what I love about what we do. The crown jewel, the legacy is protected, the business is protected, family is protected. Home business supplement, 5 EINs. And if you are an Airbnb, so important to know that you can have up to 10 of those protected, and we will give you the advice of what you need to do should there be a problem. So, and one last thing, the crown jewel, that $44.90 a month, is a tax deduction. For those of us that have budgets and small business owners, we all need one. If you don't know how to do it, find a tax professional because they'll make your life infinitely easier if you ever get audited. But that legal service item, whether you use it or not, is a write-off. So why not have it and not need it than to need it and not have it? So I'm passionate about those things. So many but I just wanted to touch on those 2 things. But we do also have identity theft protection, commercial drivers insurance, and I do presentations anywhere. I do family calls I call them pop-ups. It's not important to me that we get this done, share the information in a non-threatening way. Because at the end of the day, it does seem like it's a doom and gloom scenario. Nobody wants to talk about it, but at the end of the day, we're not getting out of here alive. So we might as well make sure our legacy is not a mystery.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So if someone is interested in finding out more information or have questions or want to get their will done or anything that you have talked about today, how can they contact you?
I'm easily reached. You can text me or call me at 908-209-7498, or you can email me at Eileen@willsandmore.com. And I would love to, just have a conversation with you, because I believe collaboration is the new currency.
Yes.
And if we collaborate, we can make sure that whatever currency was going to end up in probate or a mystery stays in your family. And make sure that you get everything taken care of, including your business and your legacy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you have anything? Go ahead.
Yeah, I did want to add one more thing.
Okay.
Cryptocurrency is huge. It's huge right now. I'm not a student of it yet, but it's huge, right? And so what happens is that so many folks have so many different wallets that if no one knows you have this wallet and no one knows your 12 or 24 character password, guess what? That dies with you. So it's important, so imperative that if you don't know, now you know. I had a great conversation with my Lyft driver in Dallas last week, and he's huge in it. And he said, oh no, all my wallets and all of their passwords are in a safe, and it's part of my trust and my will. And another word, you'll find this out if you ever get to join us with one of our will seminars. Trusts are not for everybody. Don't get hoodwinked by the folks that are going to scream that everybody needs a trust. No. If you need one, get one. If you don't, a will is what you need. So thank you.
Awesome. You're welcome. Tell us a little bit about the trust, though. I want to hear a little bit more about that.
Oh, absolutely. Trusts are amazing because trusts keep your estate private. It can, in most cases, keep your estate out of probate. However, most estates can be handled without having to do that if you properly title your properties. That's a conversation to have with the law firm. Because at the end of the day, if you have a house that's worth $80,000, why are you going to pay $3,500 to keep that out of probate? Right? They're expensive. So you want to make sure that there is a need. And that's what I love about the law firms we work with. We have attorneys in every state. I've assisted on wills in, I think, 24 of the 50 states.
Okay.
And each state has their own jurisdictional rules on probate and surrogate. So it's important to know what those rules are with regards to property and what's the best way to safeguard it. Do you really need a trust? Because we're not going to just force you into it. Just say, oh yeah, you want a trust because Susie Orman said so, or you heard it on TikTok. We're not we're not kowtowing to that. We're going to make sure you have a trust if you need one. But if by chance you don't, that's more money for your legacy. And that's where it belongs, not in the pocket of an attorney that doesn't need it.
Awesome.
I didn't answer one other thing. When it comes to trust, you have revocable trust that you can change. Irrevocable trust you cannot change. And that's a conversation to have in depth with the estate attorney. And now you don't have to look for one. You get one through Wills and More.
Awesome. Awesome. And do you have anything coming up? Any workshops? Any Zooms?
Awesome. So glad you asked. I guess, I don't know. I should have sent you the flyer. But we have one tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a Love Letter Will Seminar. And it's just informative. It tells you what goes into a will, what we do, how we do it, why we do it, and what the price of peace of mind and protection looks like. So do you want me to put that information in the chat, or do you want me to just send you the flyer so you could post it?
If you can put it in the chat, and then I can post it that way.
Okay, I'll find what to do with my mouse. Okay, I'll find it.
Awesome. Well, that's great information about having your will, taking responsibility of your life, your business, your legacy. A lot of things are going on, so you want to make sure you safeguard everything that you have. So you won't be giving it to the bank or people be fighting over it. So she does an awesome job with providing those resources for you and answering any questions that you may have. And so she has some workshops and things coming up. You might want to just listen in to get that great information, because she knows what she's talking about. Her email is below and also her number. Okay. So definitely make sure you check her out. Just evaluate where you are in life, what's going on, what you need. Reach out to her if you have any questions. Okay. All right. So we're going to post our next seminar. And you guys make sure you like and share this broadcast as well. All right. So love letter, a will seminar tomorrow.
And that's Eastern Standard Time. I forgot to put that there.
Okay.
Because I know we might probably have folks in different time zones.
We do. I got you. I'll put it there for you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. So take that information into consideration. And then we'll give you also the meeting ID number and the password for that as well. So hold tight. Gather that information first. And then here is the meeting information and the password as well. And how often do you do these seminars?
I do them upon request, but it all depends. You know, I'm partnering with someone this Sunday to do a wine and wills, and those are fun because it's a conversation about wills, but we talk about wine first. You know, what's your favorite one? Why do you like it? Then we move into the discussion. But there are folks that come to the wine and wills and drink water or milk or apple juice. You don't have to drink wine if that's not what you do. But we do request you have a pretty glass to drink it out of, so it just feels like you're fancy. And it's just a really chill way to discuss what this is about and how we can just get it done, leaving legacies instead of mysteries.
Awesome, awesome. And so if you guys have church meetings or family meetings and you would like for her to do a seminar, she will do that for you as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. I did one a couple of weeks ago for one of my teammates, and it was impromptu. It was just like, we called it on that morning. So she had 7 family members on there. And of the 7 family members, 2 got their wills done so far. 3 others are all kind of in the midst of dealing with grief because one of the patriarchs passed on. So, you know, I give people their space, but they're all on board that they need to get this done, especially in light of what happened to their loved one. So we don't need to wait for death to come to your door. Let's get it done so that that love letter is signed, sealed, and delivered, and it must be notarized, just for the record.
Awesome. And if somebody maybe have done a will like a long time ago and I guess want to make sure it's still active, do you have a way to do that?
Well, actually, a will never becomes inactive until you revise it. And so what I found, some folks did their wills 30 years ago before they had kids. Now there's kids and grandchildren. So now you need to do a revision, and that's included in our services. You know, we can just go through what you had before in there, fill out a whole new will questionnaire, submit it, and then now you have a brand new will with everybody included. And it's ever so important that as life events happen in your life, either you have one client that hit the lottery, yeah, pretty cool, right? That maybe there was a divorce, a death in the family, a new grandchild, remarried, anything that is a life-changing event, you need to revise your will, and you also need to keep an eye on your beneficiaries, because when my dad passed away, my mom was still a beneficiary. Mommy passed away 5 years before he did. And then also one of my dear friends, her niece passed away, and she broke up with a boyfriend 2 years ago and didn't change the beneficiary. And that dude got $65,000 out of her insurance that could have gone to her nieces and nephews because her beneficiaries were not updated. So it's so important. You don't want your husband getting it. You don't want your wife to get it. You want to make sure that it goes where you want it to go. And if you don't change those beneficiaries, they can't change them for you after you're gone. So you got to pay close attention to those.
For sure, for sure. Awesome. Thank you so much for your information today.
Thank you for having me.
I
said, thank you for having me. This was really fun.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very informative and educational, and we definitely need that because it's a lot of things going on. So we have to put things in place to cover our family, our legacy, and our future.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So thank you so much for coming on today. You guys, make sure you like and share this broadcast, and we will end it with just some of our sponsors or things that's going on with the Divine Connection. So thank you again for being my guest. You can hold tight and we'll turn it over to our sponsors. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. Hold tight.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.